In this video we will see what more about HTML attributes. In the previous video I told you what a HTML attribute is. So every element, every tag in HTML is called as a element, HTML element. Now most of the elements will have some special attributes. So the syntax for giving these attributes are attribute is you will have to give element name and then followed by the attribute name equal to value and then close the angular bracket. So the attributes and the values are given in the starting tag. So let us see some points here. HTML attributes are special words that provide additional information about the elements. Okay, so each element or tag can have different attributes. The attribute should always be applied with start tag. You don't give an attribute to the end tag. And then it will always be in pair. It will come with its name and the value. And the attribute name and values are case sensitive because most of them are predefined, as I told you. So they are all predefined. They are all defined by W3C, the WWW, that is called as W3 consortium, WWW World Wide Web consortium, and it should be written in lowercase. So you cannot use uppercase here. You cannot give your own spelling here. So the attribute names and the values mostly they are predefined and you will have to give as it is. So you can add multiple attributes. So you don't but need to give space between two attributes. So you can give attributes say a color and a font size. So we will be seeing examples for all those things. Okay, so you can give multiple attributes in the same tag itself, and you can separate the attributes by some space. Okay, so if you look at the example here, we have already seen this example, and here say look at this. So mostly the three different types of attributes are style, then href and the source, src. So these are the three major attributes that we will be seeing. Style is a very big one, where it itself is a separate topic, where you will be seeing there are so many different styles. Everything cannot be covered here. So you will have to I will be introducing certain basic styles to you, and you will have to go through, do the learn from either from W3 schools. If you go to the website w3schools.com, that will give you the entire style list, or you can also go to this site that I am using. This is Java Point, or you can use Tutorial Point. So any of these if you just type HTML tutorial in Google, you will come across all these websites. You can go into any. Mostly the best one is W3 schools, so you can go there, or you can I find this also is very interesting, so that is why I am using this. You can also use this. So all these websites where tutorials will give you a wide range of styles, what are all. So you will have to do a self learning and learn what are all the different styles available and what are all the values. Let's say for example here a h1 tag is given. I told you h1 to h6 it's a heading tag. H1 is the biggest one, and then P stands for paragraph. So here an attribute style attribute is given. So style equal to, here two different styles are given. One is height and the other one is color. So height colon, so when you give style alone, it should be given like this. So because there are different styles, so what style are you referring to? So here I am referring to the height. Height is, see, 50. So if you look at this, you will see that it is not a normal, the size of the paragraph, the font size is, the height of the each and every character in this is big. So because we have given height colon 50 px. Px stands for pixels. Okay, so 50 px, then semicolon, then we say color colon blue. So different styles are to be separated by semicolons. So style alone. So I told you different attributes can be given by different using separated by space. But here within one attribute I am giving you two different attributes. So for style, I'm defining two different things. One is a height and the other one is color. Okay, so you should now understand two things. So style alone we will be defining like this. If you look at Href, or if you look at some other let's say SRC, source, these are all attributes, but there we will be giving the attribute name equal to directly value. பட் இந்த ஸ்டைலுக்கு மாத்திரம், ஏன்னா ஸ்டைலுங்கிறது வந்து நிறைய ஸ்டைல்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஸ்டைல்குள்ளேயே வந்து தட்ஸ் வை ஸ்டைல் இஸ் அ மெட்டா, இட்ஸ் அ மெட்டா டேக். வி சா இன் தி லாஸ்ட் வீடியோ தட் டாக் டைப், ஸ்டைல், இதெல்லாம் வந்து மெட்டா டேக். மெட்டா டேக் மீன்ஸ் இட்ஸ் அ பிகர், இட்ஸ் அ ஸ்டைலுங்கிறது ஒரு இட்ஸ் அ பிக் ஒன். And under style there are so many other attributes defined under style. Just like doc type is one bigger one. Under doc type you have different types of document. One such document is HTML. Okay, HTML ங்கிறது ஒரு வேல்யூ, அது மாதிரி நிறைய வேல்யூஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ அது மாதிரி இங்கே ஸ்டைல் அப்படின்னா, ஸ்டைல் இஸ் அ பிகர் நேம் ஆஃப் தி, இட்ஸ் an attribute, but within that style, that's why it's called meta. மெட்டானா பெருசு, big. So style is a bigger one, bigger attribute. Under that style you have different attributes defined. Height is one attribute, color is one attribute. Okay, so like the different attributes are defined. So அந்த different attributes எப்படி கொடுக்கணும், அந்த வேல்யூல தான் கொடுக்கணும். Style is attribute name equal to value should be given within quotes. ஸோ கோட்ஸ்குள்ளே கொடுக்கணும். பட் கோட்ஸ்குள்ளே இங்கே ஸ்டைலுங்கிறது மெட்டா. ஸோ அந்த ஸ்டைல்குள்ளே நிறைய அட்ரிபியூட்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ அதை எப்படி கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னா, வித்தின் கோட்ஸ் யூ வில் ஹேவ் டு கிவ் த டிஃப்ரெண்ட் அட்ரிபியூட்ஸ் பை செப்பரேட்டிங் பை செமிகோலன். ஸோ ஹைட் கோலன் 50 px. ஸோ இது மாத்திரம் இங்கே கோலன் கொடுக்கணும். சென் செமிகோலன், கலர் கோலன் ப்ளூ. ஓகே, தென் ஸோ லுக் அட் த நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், p style equal to color colon red. So that's it. So close the body, close the HTML tag. Here in the head section nothing is given, so you can just give a empty head, or because the HTML should consist of head and a body, so the head you can give an empty head also like this. Okay, so if you look at the output for this, you will see that this is the h1 tag. I told you h1 is the biggest heading tag, and then you will see that it was the color of the height remains the same, but it has changed the color of the color content of the paragraph. Okay, so this is how you will have to give the attributes. Then the next attribute is, let's say, the title attribute. Title is, you want to give a tooltip. A tooltip is nothing but, see, if you look at the output for this, if you bring the cursor, if you bring the cursor under the, if there is a small text that's appearing here, so this is called as a tooltip. Okay, so in most of the sites, if you just bring your cursor there, if you say, let's say if you are filling an application form, ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபார்ம், அந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபார்மில் வந்து அந்த இடத்துல அங்கே என்ன நீங்கள் ஃபில் பண்ணணும், நேம் வந்து ஷுட் இட் பி ஃபில்ட் இன் அப்பர் கேஸ் ஆர் லோவர் கேஸ். ஸோ அது மாதிரி டவுட் இருந்ததுன்னா, தென் யூ கேன் டிஃபைன் அ டூல் டிப் தேர். இப்போ when the user brings the cursor to that place where they'll have to enter the name, அந்த இடத்துல அங்கே கர்சர் வச்ச உடனே அங்கே வந்து என்ன அங்கே வந்து ஒரு டூல் டிப் என்னென்னா, enter your name in upper case, enter your name in lower case, something like that you can. A tooltip is something which will helps to fill that particular form. So something like that. So when you defining that is called as a title tag. So this title can be defined either in the heading or it can be defined in the paragraph. Okay, so here you will see. Now let's see how it works. So now you have I have a heading, okay, and a title defined. So the attribute title, it says equal to this is heading tag. Now when I bring the cursor to the title, you will see that there is a, this is a heading tag, tooltip is displayed there. Similarly, for the paragraph, the title is this is paragraph tag. So when I put my cursor on the paragraph, this is paragraph tag and the tooltip is displayed. So title is basically a tooltip, that is all. Okay, so that is another attribute. Then Href attribute. Href is nothing but, I told you, Href is hyperlink reference, link reference. So A is an anchor tag. A is a tag which is used for defining your hyperlink. Hyperlink, this is a hyperlink. So when I click on that link, it will lead me to a different web page. So anchor tag. So where should it go? You want to define a link, and then அந்த லிங்கை நீங்கள் கிளிக் பண்ணால் அது எங்கே போகணும் அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்லணும், டெஸ்டினேஷன். ஸோ தட் இஸ் த பிளேஸ் வேர், தட் இஸ் வாட் யூ கிவ் இட் இன் Href. So Href is the HTTP, this is called as URL, https://www.javatpoint.com/html-anchor. So this is a link. Now if you define, if you run this, so this is how a hyperlink will be displayed. It will be displayed in blue color. By default it is blue and it will be underlined. Every hyperlink will be underlined. Even in Word, if you just open Microsoft Word and then you type google.com, www.google.co.in, then automatically it will be converted. It knows that it is a hyperlink and it will automatically get converted into, displayed in blue color. Or even your email address. If you give your email address, that also will get, it's also a hyperlink. So it will directly go to your email page. So it will be converted into a hyperlink, and then the color by default will be blue and it will be underlined. So now if you bring the cursor here, automatically the cursor will change into the hand shape, and when you click on this, automatically it will lead to, so if you look at this anchor tag, the content portion is, this is a link. இங்க நம்ம என்ன கொடுக்கிறோமோ அதுதான் இந்த hyperlink இங்க display ஆகும். But இங்க Href பக்கத்துல, Href is an attribute. So Href equal to whatever we give here. So let's say, suppose you say Href equal to https://www.google.co.in அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இங்கே கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா, then when you click on this, it will directly go to google. It will just go to Google. Okay, so this is how you give this anchor tag. Okay, so Href is used for defining the site or the web page or the link address where you want to go when you define a link, the destination. Okay, so now then src is another attribute which is associated with image. When you want to display an image, so there you give src is equal to, so let's say what image you want to give. Here he has given whitepeacock.jpg. src is equal to whitepeacock.jpg, and img is the tag that is used for displaying the image, and these are other attributes. So the other attributes are height and width of the image. The image size may be big, or then what you do, or it might be small. So here we say that I want to display this whitepeacock.jpg, this picture with 400 pixels high and 600 pixels wide. So look at this, this is 400 pixel wide, and the height and width of this image is defined here. So here these are different attributes. So these are here only for the style. I told you style equal to within quotes, அதுக்குள்ள நம்ம different attributes நம்ம define பண்ணுறோம். So அந்த different attributes வந்து attribute name equal to attribute value. So each you can give more than one attribute value. There you separate the attributes by semicolon. Whereas here src is one attribute, height is one attribute, width is another attribute. Here this is not meta, so these are normal attributes. So they will be just, you will just have a attribute name equal to the value, and they will be separated by the values. For every attribute the value will be given in quotes, double quotes, and each attribute will now be separated using space. So this is image thing. So mostly the three different types of attributes. The first one is style, we saw, which is a meta attribute. Next one is, we saw about title, how to define a tooltip, and then we saw href, and then we saw src. So these are some of the some of the attributes. Okay, so we will see about the headings or other tags, formatting tags, in the next video.